Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airwaves on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org. Let's actually do it right. There we go. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, Hence and Hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. My friends, are you? Well, that's not the slide we need. Whoop, there we go. And we'll just pop that one away. Night-night. Are you standing against the forces of darkness today? Are you rebelling against that which would crush you into the ground, grind you beneath the heel of immorality and idiocy? Are you rebelling against the mundane, the pain, and the insane in the membrane? As we say, let it rain. It is Friday. I am working on finally getting this part done. If I do it right, it should be easier to get the second part done. But I want to bang that out. Accountability. Yesterday. What was yesterday? Yesterday was an interesting day because my dear son was sick the night before, which meant I was taking care of him most of the day. I still got a few things done, and I'm trying to get time to curl up with my new copy of sort of a notated approach to Thibault, which will be delightful. But I have work to do. So I will be hearing the cat smack into my door, but it is closed. Ha-ha! Anyway, I have quite a bit of work to do, and that is okay, because sometimes you just gotta bang it out. I need to knock out the well, this stream, I have to finish out at least Ted's uh, font image. I skipped over. Okay, I'm doing one thing I despise. I skipped right over the double work. I went into doing it old style. So I will have the image done, and that should be more than enough for them to play with at a fairly high resolution. Um, I need to talk about some changes in Nerf blasters, some leaks that are delicious, and a few other things. So there may be a Nick Knows Nerf in the near future. I prepare for either the live stream or video for tonight. I'm not quite sure which we're doing. We kind of had to have some downtime due to internet issues, so we're going to get that rolling. I've got a lot on my plate, so we're going to be working towards applied shenanigans. The only way we can make things go the way we want in this life, in part, is to simply do what we can. Now, I will admit, I will confess, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa on this one. I let it get to me. Last few days, while I've been dealing with Xander and, mildly to majorly sleep deprived, including today, the weight of it all has been indeed getting to me. I'm not going to lie about it. I think it's been getting to all of us. So sometimes you have to put stuff down and step back in a couple days, which is, as anyone who knows me, completely against my very being. Such laxitude offends me to my soul, but it is necessary because I am currently a rather limited corporeal being. Upgrades, people, upgrades. No. So until either the upgrades hit or I pop the next mental seal and get done what I've been trying to get done, it's going to be interesting. But the only way we can make it through, I think, is by being aware of the things that are going on outside the limit of our scope. Okay. I can only see so much, and I can only reach so far. And I admit, I saw some news come through that I found terrifying. Not even gonna lie. It shook me to my core. And Carl, if he's watching, will probably be the only one to truly understand the depths of how terrifying this bit of information was. And that being that there are, without warning or speech, that the CIA stopped putting out the CIA fact book. The CIA fact book was basically the penultimate source of geopolitical data that anybody could have. Many teachers referenced it. They've encouraged people to use it for years. And very importantly, it was in print, thus immutable. That didn't happen for the first time in a very long time. It's just not happening. That has horrifying implications. And that would be the fact that made me most uncomfortable of late. Because I am, as one of the smartest people I've ever met once bestowed upon me, I'm something of a history buff. I I have, shall we say, dabbled in sociology. Real fixed data that can be tracked over years in a tangible format so that it can't be easily re-edited later. That is a necessity for accurate research. It's just necessary. And that was one of my favorite sources. I say penultimate because it was not the ultimate, it was penultimate. It was the second best, being that the best will always be sitting your butt down with a notepad and a recorder of some device, video or audio, and speaking to first person interviews on any given subject. Usually you need as many of them as you can get, but that is one of the best. I mean, to me, if you want to know what happened, it's best to ask the people who were there. And it is shocking how many times historical accounts and the people who have the stars don't match up. Now, I have the problem of my rampant ADHD, ADD. I don't organize well, and journals have been the bane of my existence and my greatest lament, because I'm also cursed with some memory issues. So things like recordings, things like pictures, things like first-person accounts are always extra vital to me. They mean the world to me. And that threw me. And I mean, that was a straw that broke the camel's back situation. I want to apologize to Grim, who was trying to get a hold of me for a bit there. That and a few other things going on that are none of the internet's business caused me dis-ease, discomfort, cognitive dissonance. And I had to pull back. I occasionally have to. I am known for every so often, once a system or organization is in place and I've gone full burn doing it, I often fade either to the background or completely vanish from it because I've burnt my juice and I'm no longer needed. Don't worry about that. But I am not in a situation to do that. So I guess I'm considering taking certain kinds of breaks which are necessary. One second, because I can't bump that and have that get thrown away. Anyhow, by realizing that, stepping back, I can come forward and do this. It does mean I am behind. And I have blasters to discuss. I have training books to discuss. I have armoring to discuss. And I have to format it all. So it's going to be a busy situation, along with dealing with the fact we got our toilet finally properly fixed, and I still have to jump the car and see about changing some lights that I was informed about by Benton County's finest. So now that I know about that, I have a lot on my plate this weekend. I also want to remind all my fellow connoisseurs of the romantic, especially the female form, that today is the start of the last weekend before Valentine's Day. If you don't have something planned, done, set up in place, now is the time to get stuff planned, done, set up, and in place. We also have to remember that preceding Valentine's Day, I'm looking forward to next weekend. Next weekend is going to be absolutely awesome. Because Thursday night is technically the start of my weekend, or, well, Mandy's weekend. I have these programs. Thursday night will be the game, the kids, which I love. Friday the 13th, which is also known as a bonus Halloween for moi. And then Valentine's Day, which means I hang out with my wife a bit. Oh, darn. For the younger folks out there, make sure you're like actually friends with the people you think about hooking up with, because 20 years later, you're not going to look the same. You're not going to be the same. But you'll probably have the same sense of humor. So make sure you can laugh together. Now, with all that, I'm going to run an ad real quick because I'm still waiting for Joe's updated NDCD ad, he said, menacingly. And then I'm going to get back to what you guys have to say. And we're going to navigate that. And I'll probably work on the next part during the comments because I am multitasking. See you in about 54 seconds. Howdy. Okay. Layer management, but getting things done. Let's hit the comments, see what you guys are about. Oh, I just saw the most Saw thing that I'm going to have to see and save and tell Mandy about. Actually, no, I'll have Trey tell Mandy about that when I hit it later. Mwahaha! Then I only have to remember to pass on the message. Mwahaha! Delegation! First with yours, Carl Witzman. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carl. How are you, my good sir? Followed by Donna. Hello, Donna. And hello, Angelina. Yes, WD is short for Witzman Dude. Oh, no, WD is short for Witzman Dude. It's her newest pet name for me. Some are better than some names. Makes sense. And hi. Well, we got greetings. And someone once called me on the carpet because I never greeted Witzman Dude. So I went cute with it. I love that. Remember, my friends, of all the compliances, malicious compliance is the greatest of them. And hello, Foxy. How are you? Are you well? I hope so. I hope you're getting into trouble. I hope your thesis is causing you no end of entertainment, and that you probably have a huge lap full of loving, slobbering fuzz bucket, sorry. And hey, Foxy. And I was last night, so awake is struggling. Who was up till 4 a.m. watching Chinese dramas with his wife again? I am the man who does not get the sleep, so I'm sitting on my live stream. Anyway, I'll be right back. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Hi, Foxy. Sorry, I was ordering cigars. Whatever floats your proverbial boat, which reminds me, I have to get those cucumbers cut up for Xander. Um, and yes, I went cigar to cucumber because they're both, well, cigar shaped vegetable matter with similar size, but very different meanings. Just edited the chapter of a book. Just getting the mojo to tackle the rest of it. Young adult relationship fiction. Erg. Some YA fiction is quite good. A lot of it is garbage, like Twilight. Oh, God. Oh. Tamora Pierce. Oh, my gosh. Read Tamora Pierce if you want good YA fiction fantasy. She did Song of the Lioness. She did Okay, she did Alana's book, Caladri's book. And shoot, I can't even remember the little mage girl's name again. Oh well, I'm gonna get yelled at because Mandy will know. Anyway, great series, really neat writing. YA, popcorn. Also, read Wizard's Hall by Jane Yolen and realize just how far before Harry Potter it came out. Then watch one of the greatest films ever, The Worst Witch. It has Tim Curry. You will finally understand the true spirit of Halloween. Anyway, moving on. I need to finish up the 25-26 work on Muncie Guide and look into printing it as an annual magazine. That makes sense. Probably don't have the most recent Muncie Guide, and I can't remember how I got the one I have. Oh, ask away. I'm pretty sure it's on Lulu. Yes, Angelina, I grew up on YA sci-fi. Oh, absolute. This one as well. I have suggestions for her. Like, start with the exciting parts. Don't open this book. In the therapist's office. I probably emailed it to you. I'll get you the newest one when it's done. Making a note. And Botrix has successfully joined the channel. Da-da-da. Botrix is by far an Autobot. Okay? He is not a Decepticon, and I will not stand by that slander. Anyway, on some books, it's easier to sell the e-version if you can show one printed copy too. That's true too. And Foxy's back again, made her drinks, took her meds. Oh, I was bad this morning. I made scrambled eggs in the microwave. And I now have Pee-wee egg stuff. Processed whole egg. The carton, because it was available and cheaper. Every time I do it, I think, oh, this is going to tick off Gordon Ramsay. I'm okay with that. No, I had recurring nightmares about Gordon Ramsay showing up and yelling about my kitchen. I've just come to accept it. I don't watch Nightmare Kitchen anymore. Or we call it Hex Kitchen because we watch the version that's censored so that Xander doesn't get too mad about the bad words. Dropping my like now before being told. Good boy. Anyway, good Foxy, good girl. Ooh, dropping a morning and a like before we head out. You do what you got to do, my dear. And I'm gonna, even if she's not here, I'm gonna bring up her kitties, Buddy and Georgette, because it makes her happy. And you should read about them on Facebook. They have some lovely misadventures. They aren't usually that fashionable. I encourage her to write otherwise, but okay. No. Dawn, good luck. Best wishes for you guys. Hey, Dawn. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. How's it going? I know winter's been, well, long and hard, and well, that's not normally a bad thing. I think we're all ready for some spring and the flinging and just getting done. But I know you'll do it better than nearly anyone. How you doing? Nope. I'm going to come here. Save my work. There we go. Now safer headphones. Me thinks that Nick got some rest last night. I think not. Well, I got 4 hours good sleep. Sometimes that's better than 8 hours bad sleep. I still look vaguely undead, but that's nothing new. That might have been my... You know what? You're right. Sung him a lullaby. No, posted something on that he replied to. 4 a.m. I'm like, yeah. It says, go to sleep. I'm like, shoot. She's right. It's almost like I've been conditioned to respond well to busty redheads. Anyway, aha, indeed. Morning all, morning Trey. How are you? How are you? Oh, when you get here, I have to hand you a very light sword to hold because you might want one of these. Oh, so satisfying, so good. Is it the full high quality I wish it was? No. Is it what I'm looking for? It's so close, I can taste it. I've been torturing myself on eBay, Trelina, looking at proper Caribes, Bilbos, the actual Spanish kind. Not Bilbo Baggins. No, because there were some historical antique ones. Oh, they're so good. And small swords. Oh. It's been a long time since that particular itch has itched this badly. But this is kind of a big year for me. I turn 45 this year, which, yeah, I'm okay with that. It's not like I'm having a midlife crisis or anything, because I kind of checked off most of the boxes. But it's also 25 years officially of teaching people to sword fight and working with new students and adapting. 25 years ago, I was kind of already terrorizing certain entities who shall forever remain nameless. May they be blotted from existence. Chiseled out of the book of history. Let's go full Egyptian on this matter. Anyway, morning Trey, morning Trey, morning Trey. Yes, the fact book went. No warning, it just poofed. At least the print version. They may have a digital version, but I trust a digital version of it about as far as I can throw a certain individual who made a fine campsite, apparently, because he took a tent stake. Anyway, more likely some idiot fired the team to pull it off. Just saying, I don't like it. Apparently, yes. And, of course, Nick worries because he is an optimist. As a cynic, I am always pleasantly surprised when things still work when I'm awakened. I will explain this, and I don't know how many people will really get what I'm saying, but I will give you all the option to. I am analytical. I am extremely analytical. And I have uncanny levels of pattern recognition when I'm given significant data and time. If I have a decent amount of data and time to review it and motivation, God help me if a hyperfocus hits, making accurate predictions is something I'm usually rather good at, especially in 5 percentile chunks. And I've spent the last decade warning about a certain set of actions that would lead up to what I call a pattern break. There are moments whenever you're analyzing a pattern of behavior, a sequence of events that can then give reasonable levels of prediction, where suddenly the model shatters. This happens when either you have insufficient data or the options are so incredibly divergent that without constant up-to-date data, it becomes very difficult to process. The thread breaks, like watching a pattern being woven on a loom, and one of the warp strings goes ping. Things get real hinky real fast. Now, one of my big goals in life is preventing those particular pings, because when they do, things like me having to visit friends' families and talk about how much I care about them, wearing all black happen. And I've been to far too many such events. When it's happening on a large scale, well, now we run into the options of what the pattern is saying being so unacceptable that it hurts. And we are fast approaching a time where I am having difficulty. Part of it is predicting, and part of it is accepting the options I am seeing. Gall. And I know I grabbed the wrong name, but Koepp Maru. Now, I personally do not believe, well, my problem is I've been in no-win situations enough times that I believe in their existence. But the goal, the way to win a no-win situation is to redefine the victory terms. And I'm like that. This is troubling me, and I've been looking for certain watermarks, like high watermarks. And you'll find signs occasionally in certain Indiana towns. And they'll be on long poles, way up. And it will say, high water line, July something, June something, 1968. And they exist to remind us the water can get that high, and it will again, most likely, if the patterns stay the same. So I look for them. And the fact book just shook me, because that's something I have placed in. It was on my personal list of, I would know I'd reached a financial level of comfort when I could regularly start collecting them again. And finding out that that's not an option was troubling. Kalena says, accountability. Drove down the road to go to work, said, nope, came home. Goddess. Stay home, stay safe. Snow again? Yep. Ours is finally blowing away, although the door tried to kick open. Nice, Trey. Well, the being home part, yep. So now, okay, Trelana, my dear, please message links to this to my beloved Amanda because a cozy game set in ancient China. Oh, and purring kitties. My brain took the purring kitties and equated them with the game. But cozy game set in ancient China would be more than sufficient to make Mandy rather happy. That is nice. And good morning, Mr. Hollifield. Sir, how are you doing? You know what? Let's see. Let's run an ad. What ads do I have? I want to run an ad. I haven't run an ad in a bit. I'm saying hi to Dan. No, I need that, but I don't need this right now. I do need an ad. Look at the right place and go. Let's listen to Foxy's ad.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty. Yes. Did I work for 25 seconds on the project? Yes. Am I going to keep doing that? L'amore. Okay. Where are we? Besides me being in desperate need of chocolate. I know I just said hi to Dan. So all I have to do is find where Dan is living on my script. And morning, Dad. And good morning, Dad. Sorry about stupid o'clock last night. Too late for me. I honestly was ensconced on the couch after a lovely shower with my wife. Showered by myself, sadly. Couch with wife, not so sad. Watching a movie about a Chinese general's daughter who was betrayed by her husband. Her husband killed her whole family, burnt things up, and just basically made life a living heck to become emperor, and was reborn with the opportunity to do something about it. I have a weakness for polearm wielding women. I'm sorry, there's just something incredibly hot about a woman who can kick my butt. Hey, Dan. And I am only allowed one night by the feline authority. The thought of someone called Donna on the carpet, the thought that someone called Donna on the carpet about something, I shudder. Yeah, I'm mildly excited about that. Yeah, somebody faux pod. They done ski-daddled right past mistake and into faux pas. Hydration. It's water with Mio in it. Don't come at me. Y'all are lucky it's not a 64-ounce mega thing of gas station French vanilla cappuccino. I would do some harm for that too. Okay. So apparently 2 slices of toast and some scrambled eggs does not have enough of the appropriate calories to make me not want to eat the world. Cigar, cucumber, Monica. Well, no. Little bit of Monica in my... Yes, my brain went to Bimbo number 5. Now, don't worry, Carl. As soon as I saw how late it had been scheduled, I knew it'd be a monologue. I was cuddled with my wife. And we were having a good time. Hi, Molly. How are you? I need an ad for you. If a busty redhead tells you to do something, you do it. On most occasions, yes. Hi, Molly. You know what? I just I could triple check because I don't even have to look it up. Stay. Wait a second. Yep. March 7th. March 7th. It's right there. God, Indy CD is so close. How is Indy CD so close? Okay. I know why. I know it's 3 weeks away. I hear Mandy going, all right, Paul, I can hear his. That's right. Congratulations on your new release. Thank you. Yes, it's the first Saturday in March, the 7th. Oh, Nick, like a Doctor Who episode, I believe the universe has already passed beyond the point of collapse. So I'm happy to see it all working when I wake up. Boom, 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 boom. So what you're saying is what we really need right now is a dashing British man from somewhere in the northern regions of the United Kingdom, or at least sounding like it, to appear in a blue box and deal with the Lizardtonian threats to our great nation. Like, oh, look, gravity still works. That will help when I have to get up to go to the potty. I understand that. Therefore, we, the few, the proud, the mentally challenged, do indeed succumb to the alignment of entropy's arrow. I'm sorry, the alignment of time's arrow. Because time's arrow, in fact, points towards maximum entropy. However, deep beneath all the trauma and irritants, scars, scars, and broken hearts, way down in the core of me, this little spark goes, I know I can't win, but I gotta try. Pure from the center of my being, defiance goes, we can be better than this. We can be kinder than this. It might be foolish. It might be ridiculous. It might be farcical. The stats start to shatter. But I still hold that we can do better. And giving up to God help me, the fatalists. I can deal with the fatalists. You know, those tend to be people who are Russians, you know, of Russian descent, not necessarily like Russian government, but no, Russian individuals. I can understand with fatalists. It's the nihilists I want to grab by the head and apply to a logic-inducing machine. Concussive logic adjusticator. Yeah. Ted's being irradiated, so I have a few minutes. Rock on. He's just going to get super Lego powers. Okay? Got to believe. Hey, Dom. Welcome back, Squeals. And hey, Carl. I took care of your kitty photo when it popped up and said, Dom's babies. I imagine Foxy tried to squeal for you, too. Hey, Giggles. I am not going to think I squeak more than squeal. I can't know that. Or she could substitute a bad car timing belt. Oh, I have a new car annoyance. Oh, let's hear about it. Oh, God. Across the parking lot, there's someone who parks backwards, so their headlights are right in my eyes every morning. Time to get a mirror. Yes, okay. See, Mandy knows, and she was here for a bunch of coolness. Exquisite. Yes, redheads and purple-haired women tend to cause me problems. Sometimes you have to stay up to see the revenge play out. And I couldn't. I slammed into the wall of it's 4 a.m. Well, 3:45. It'll be 4 before I go to bed. I still got 4 hours. Wouldn't bother me much other than they sit there and turn it off and on for like 20 minutes. Are they like trying to Morse code, send help or pizza? Thank you, Foxy. You're quite welcome, Dawn. Catch y'all later. Son called and go meet him. Rock on. And speaking of rocking people, hi, Cindy. I got this one. Well, yeah, most of them. Buy her books. Just buy her books. Buy Cindy Koepp's books. Buy them. That did sound like my smacking noise, but buy them or else. No, I'm not going to threaten people with violence for if they elect not to buy Cindy Koepp's books. I would just strongly suggest that it might happen. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Dude, 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 dude. And Carl's greeting Amanda and waving drive safe. Hi, Cindy. Waves. That means my birthday is that close too. Indeed. And you have a blessed, wonderful one. Tune into Nevermind the Furthermore. Here, now, when, then, possibly now, always later. Reply, DCD. I might be there depending on if I can get my van equipped. Otherwise, I'll stay here and do a local event. That's fair. And that's my link. Thank you, Cindy. And Nick, if you saw Logopolis, you know. I don't think it sounds familiar. Oh. Anyway, if the stars align correctly, I may make an appearance to NDCD. Depends on how Ted's feeling and what Emmy has going on. Okay, Dawn, as much as I desperately want you there, as much as we all desperately want you there, Ted needs you. Okay? Hard stop. We fully understand and embrace and support. This is not smart for somebody who's supposed to be promoting the heck out of this, but you have to take care of Ted because 20 years from now, I think you'll want to remember that you were there for him. Okay, that's how I look at it. I'd love to see you. I'd love to have you there. Love to have a blast with you. But and if that's something you need, by all means. But one of my biggest hangups, one of my biggest things is trying to avoid regrets. It's very important. And I don't want you to ever regret. Okay? Find Nick at DeviantArt. My art at DeviantArt.com/Nick D. I've been doing more. And my commissions are technically open. Hi, Cindy. Howdy. Dawn, just drag Emmy with you. she would have to do all the driving up, well, most of it. And Cindy said, howdy, and helped Nick teach people to be safely dangerous at patreon.com/the historical fencing guild. Yep, the hysterical fencing guild. We try and start calling that after the ceiling fan. Shush. What did we call it after the chair incident? Shush. Shush. Commercial time. Yes. Yes. Hi. Hi. Totally not working during the commercials. Back to the comments. Alrighty, where are we going? Ceiling fan, chair. You can also support by safely dangerous people by getting gear. allwoodsource.com/?click equals 1745. Yes, folks, that will get you to the Purple Heart Armory, and it might hook me up as well. I don't recall. Was it Furniture Beware? Can we mention the awesome dragons made by our own Cindy Koepp? Let me see something. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do that. Checked out. People, everyone needs a shoulder dragon. Yes. And hi, Inigo. Inigo is pushing buttons on the number pad again. I see it better off his keyboard cable. Don't ask. We don't judge, but we might shame. No, we do question. Hey, Inigo, he said. Yep, he says hi. Bye, Chest. You mean that? Where I am almost done designing letters because the program wasn't working, so I'm having to do it all by hand? Yes. This is where we are thus far. Was almost ready to be revealed because I only have a couple more I have to design for at least the main one. But there you go. Hi, Inigo. Trying to give loves and stepped on my keyboard. Always. Hades and hellfire keep eyes to the skies with a simple sword while big stumpy robots come through the thinning veil. That's a good one. Like, no. That one sounds great. Dragons! I'm prototyping half-sized gargoyles and a dragon and larger than my puppets. Oh, cool. The prototype can fit people my size. Woohoo! At a mountain, see Tockert, thanks. The dragons are fun to make. Find more books. Omniversal, yes. Wixsite.risingtide.pub, yes. Is he trying to kick me out tonight? He is trying to kick me out tonight. Oh, okay. Well, that happens. Lamau with the... She's in the chat. She's watching. Shush. I cleaned up all the messes. Be right back. Next check-in. No. Yep. Darn, out of break time. Y'all have fun. I'll catch up with you later. Go to CKOEPP.com to order books, dragons, and other fun stuff. Order something. Yes! Give her your money. Yeah, sometimes Don escapes to lunch with April to avoid being with me 24/7. Fair enough. Okay, back, LOL. What's dude? I just shot a hair tie across the room. Did not mean to. Hit my lantern. Was a good shot if I had meant it. Listening overall kick since I was listening to the Indie CD music channel before this. Rock on! And rock on to the Indie CD music channel whenever possible. We need an ad for that, Joe. And hi, boss. Very good on the shirt. I showed him. He's liking it so far. Rock on. Like I said, I should in a bit be at least done and have you a very nice, fairly high res hand drawn shirt, text thing that you can invert it for black shirts, or color changing should be no problem. And the funniest thing is that Indigo seems to pick the same numbers so that we know it's him. What you don't know is he's running a canine number station. What was the name of that one station that broke YouTube? Inconvenient Semicircle? Something like that. Oh, I'm sure you'll know what I mean. Anyway, Carl, I can't be shushed for long. Good for you. My keyboard has a number pad on it. He tends to either step there or if he's begging against the function buttons and puts it in DevTools. Oh! I'm out. I don't know how he does it. I'm like, nope, not touching anything. Close that window. 8, 7, 6. Wait, what? Oh, she's being a number station. Oh, dear Lord. 8675309. I looked at those. They were close enough to being in order. I had to do the squint and bend. Wow. Yes. 8675309. GLORI. Okay, now that earns an ad right there. That earns an ad. You know what? Sing it, folks.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Oh, wait, it won't do. Hi. Let me do this. Let me do this, because I'm still arting and creating. However, this one will be done, and then I'll have to hold off on the other one till I have things ready for the convention, because I am going to be all kinds of things. Ocho, dos, uno, ocho. I sang that. Thanks. You're more than welcome. I'm deplorable. Yeah. But we tolerate you anyway. LOL. Chair. Jeff. Alrighty. Looks like we've almost at the end of the hour, and I am eyeball deep in alligators while I get everything ready. So it's time for a quick couple ads, and we'll be back in a bit. And there we go. Oh, I'm still here. I'm still here. That ad switched over. Let's do this one.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastine, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
And of course, one more to wrap it up.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks, because I'm all about letting you art, and there's 7 comments. Let's see. I need to create a song verse to that. I need to create a second verse to that song, like, if we ever do another show, it would be a major blow. I may have just sang that in the waiting room. Well, quietly. You do what you got to do. Because I never do a minor blow. My. Get the nurses singing it too. I just requested a wishing well to be put here, Munsey Talk. I'll deploy a wishing well. If you don't like it, go to spell. Nice, Don. Yep, folks. We got the weekend ahead of us. I am in full eyeball deep in alligators mode. And this always happens this time of year. So we will see you all very soon. Keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because if you do,
Have a great day, folks.